So guys, this is Queen C. Bingston right here, your caregiver supporter. Just got off from work. And guys, as a caregiver, one of the things we need to do is to learn how to save time. Let's talk about it. So one of the things we can do as a caregiver, I find, is I have started using paper products. Wow, yeah, paper products. I find that if I use sometimes a sturdy paper plate to prepare food, it's less time for cleanup. Right? So if I have, and I'm looking at some paper products right here. Now there's all kind, and I don't know what you use, but I'm looking at kind of a sturdy type support plate. Well, this one is the Dixie Ultra Flex Proof, and it says it's soak proof, microwave enableable, cut resistance, compostable plate. So this is a sturdy one here. So maybe something like this can also help. Now you can also use your cutlery here to help as well. You can use your plastic forks or spoons, and a lot of times that can help you not have to wash, even throw things into the dishwasher, because I know as a caregiver sometimes you just don't have that extra time, right? It depends on, how much time you have. So that's a point that you might can think about as a smart shopping tip as a caregiver. Now, one of the things I did is, you see in my cart, I grabbed some orange juice because I like to be able to get some vitamin C and whatever into my system. I grabbed some Cheeto chips. What I'm going to do with those, guys, that's going to go on my salad. Remember I told you I enjoy eating salads. And another thing that I do to kind of help save time as a caregiver, how about I get the salads that are already made up, right? It's a salad kit. Now I can get at least 2, sometimes 3 servings out of this salad kit, right? And it comes with a dressing and some other little toppings that go along on your salad. You don't have to use these. These are just some ideas, right, on helping you as a caregiver save some time. Now, you saw my video on popcorn. Popcorn is one of the best sources of fiber. It is awesome. Yes, and it's also fun to eat. So I make sure that I buy the kernels. And you don't have to get the most expensive kernels. I get the kernels, right? And and you get yourself a popcorn popper. Now I get my popcorn popper from Amazon, and I just throw it in the microwave. I'm not getting the additives that you get from using the ones from the paper bag that you buy. Okay, you don't want to do that, guys. I also use your frozen storage bags. Yeah, because I put everything into portion, and that helps. Okay, so I use the freezer bags, right? You can use a large, or I like using mostly the quarter size. These are gallons. For me, the quart size work really great for storing things as well. Okay, and right here, like the quart size, right there, quart. You see that? Yep, the quart, freezer quart. Yeah, that really helps me in saving time as a caregiver, because all of those things, you can make things, put them in portions, and you can put them in the freezer. And let's see what else we have in here. So just some pointers on making life easier as a caregiver, guys. These are some things you're going to do when you're caring for your loved one. A lot of times, time is of the essence. And so what I do when I'm in the store, I just got off from work, right? So what I'm doing is making it a point to stop by the store and pick up some things that I need, and that way I don't have to come out again. Now, for me, I really don't have anyone at home right now to care for. Guys, I want to mention something to you. As I'm coming by the frozen food department, you really want to be careful as a caregiver. For you, this is the caregiver, okay? I don't know if you're aware of these, but if you're using any of these type of frozen foods that you're doing, you want to make sure that you look at the, let's just check out one right here, just for fun, okay? This is Lean Cuisine, and they're on sale. And I used to do these, guys, but to save time, you want to be careful. You want to make sure that you read your calorie content. Look at your sodium. Let's just look at this one right here. Can you see that? The sodium is 700. The sodium is 700 milligrams, all right? So now, let me get out of the freezer. I'm sorry, miss, I don't want to disturb you. I'm just vlogging on my YouTube channel. I'm a caregiver supporter, and so I provide tips to caregivers in helping them learn how to take care of themselves as a caregiver. I work professionally, but the vlog is for people, the non-professional caregiver, the ones that are thrown into it, and they need to learn how to.
These are good service. They could talk to them, I'm sure.
Thank you. I'll give you one of my cards here.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's me, and that's what it's about. So if you know anyone that is a caregiver, you know what I'm saying? It's just an encouraging word.
Okay.
Just an encouraging word. Okay? Thank you. Have a great day.
Yes,
Okay.
you have a great day.
Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So I had to learn with my husband being on dialysis how to read labels. Okay? So it's very, very important that you read labels. Now, remember we talked yesterday, and I was eating a salad. So you want to be aware of certain things, right? So you want to read your servings. You want to read, you got 350 calories here. You got 700 milligrams of sodium. That's too much. And that's 700 milligrams of sodium per serving. That's per serving, okay? So if you, let's look at the back here. Yeah, look at the serving size. He taught me this, very critical. The serving size is one package. One package. So out of one package, you're getting, look right there. I want to make sure you see what I'm saying. You're getting, can you see it? 700 milligrams of sodium per one package. So now that's not talking about eating anything else. That's not eating anything else with this. That's just this one package. Okay? So now, let's do this. If, for example, your loved one is on dialysis, okay? Remember we talked about that. So, if he's on dialysis, right? Now you got to watch the potassium, right? You got to watch the potassium because they can't have that potassium. Potassium can trigger the muscles of the heart and do funny things to the body, send them into a real terrible, terrible way, right? Because their kidneys are not functioning. You want to get here? Come right on. Because their kidneys are not functioning, and therefore they can't get rid of the potassium. So you want to look at this, and let's look at this one. And I'm not picking on Lean Cuisine. I like Lean Cuisine. Okay, potassium in this one serving is 640 milligrams. 640 milligrams. So what is my point? Read the label. Read the label and see what is in the food you're buying per serving. Per serving. Okay? All right. So let's move away from there and let's move on. So what you're doing now is you are taking care of you. Oh, there's another one. There's another one that I know that is high in salt and people love it. It is called, don't see it, don't see it. And it tastes really great. It's, I think it was Maria, is that the one? I'm not sure. But I tasted it one time and it was awesome. I loved it. But here, let's look at Maria. Let's look at this one right here. Maria Calabria or something. I can't say the name properly, guys. Forgive me. Let's just check out the content on this one. Let's see what it offers. So this is orange chicken bowl, and it looks great. Oh my God, it looks great. And you can say, well, I could save time. Let me stock up on a bunch of those. Okay. So, you know, so have something quick to throw into the microwave and have a dinner. So we're looking at per one meal, we're looking at 550 calories, and we're looking at our salt level right there. I don't know if that's clear. Okay, right there. Anyway, it is 550 milligrams of sodium, and it's got 43 grams of added sugar. So if you are watching your blood sugar level, or if you are pre-diabetic, you got to watch that 43 grams of added sugar. Let's look on the back here and let's read. It says that 550 calories, cholesterol itself. Let you see that. Surely hope you can see it. I'm trying to get it. Cholesterol itself is 25 milligrams. Cholesterol right there. Yep. Okay. And then you have total carbohydrates is 94 grams. 94 grams total carbohydrates, right? And sugar is 45 grams, including 43 grams of added sugar. So am I saying don't eat this? I'm saying as a caregiver, you, even though you want something quick, and even though, you know, this is very convenient, you don't have the time, you need to grab something in a hurry and go for it, guys. You want to make sure. Now, I'm going to do one more here, and I need you to see just what I'm saying. One more here, okay? So, let's look at the, fettuccine with chicken and broccoli. Now, that is awesome. Look at that. 27 grams of protein. Outstanding. Outstanding. But let's see what else is here. Look down here, right? You always want to look down here. What do you see? 440 calories. You see 6 grams of fat. But I need you now to look at the salt content. So, come on in. How you doing? Yeah. I need you now to look at the salt content. Okay? So the salt content on this one is over 1,000 milligrams. Over 1,000 milligrams of sodium per one meal. Now you need to say, well, how much salt am I supposed to have a day? Really, I think it's just about no more than 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon, really, to be honest. And I know most of us eat more than that. So you got 440 calories. You got cholesterol is 60 milligrams. You got sodium at 1,040 milligrams. Total carbohydrate at 43 grams. You have sugar, total sugar at 6 grams. Even though the protein is awesome at 27 grams, that's awesome. You need to watch it. Now, what if you're watching again? I'm gonna go from the dialysis perspective because I work in dialysis. So let's say now you gotta watch your calcium. So here you get 200 milligrams of calcium right there, okay? And you're getting 710 milligrams of potassium. So guys, am I saying don't eat these foods? I'm saying if you do, as a caregiver, you must be very cautious. You must be very cautious, okay? And I know, as a caregiver, we, again, let me say it over and over and over, that we just don't have time. A lot of times you just don't have a lot of time. So you will just grab a food and throw it in the microwave and you're gone with it. And before you know it, your health is going downhill. That's why I'm sharing this with you. Guys, I did that. I used to stock up on the dinners in my fridge. I would stock up on them, and I would come in because I didn't have time to cook and I didn't have time to do the cleaning, and I would grab the dinners. I would buy them sometimes enough to have 4 and 5 or maybe 10 in the fridge at a time. So all I needed to do was grab one, throw it in the microwave, and eat it, thinking all the time that I was eating as healthy as I possibly could. But I was actually causing myself to become pre-diabetic, causing myself to have hypertension, and causing myself to be going downhill with my health. So I had to stop and check myself and see, whoa. When you're eating prepared food, pre-prepared food, you are getting additives and extra salt and extra things that you don't need. Guys, I want to look at one more that I used to use a lot. I used to use this one a lot. Let me find it. Where is it? I think it's Stouffer's. I'm looking for. Here's a Stouffer's right here. Oh yeah, used to love these guys. Look at this one right here. Wow, let's take one of these out and let's take a look. Who does not like? Oh, here we go. Who does not like lasagna? Let's get over here so we're not in people's way. Okay, who does not like a lasagna? Look at that, guys. I mean, that just looks outstanding, right? So let's analyze it. So what we're getting here, 260 calories per serving, right there. Okay, per serving. Okay, and we're getting 550 milligrams of sodium, 7 total grams of sugar, 13 grams of protein, and 220 milligrams of calcium. The question is, there's 12 servings in this container. So you as a caregiver, now you're going to say, well, let me just go and grab this and throw this in the oven and we can eat this with no problems, right? So let's see, what is a serving? A serving is 1 cup. A serving is 1 cup. So 1 cup of this is giving you 260 calories. It's giving you 30 milligrams of cholesterol. It's giving you 550 milligrams of sodium. It's giving you a total of 29 grams of carbohydrate, 7 grams of sugar, right? And if you're watching anything else, if you're watching your potassium, there is 550 milligrams there, and there is 220 milligrams of calcium. So what am I saying? Again, am I saying this is not good? Am I saying that you shouldn't do this? No, that is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that I'm sharing with you the importance of learning to read the label as you are buying these foods. And as a caregiver, you got to take care of yourself as you take care of the person you're caring for. It's one of the things I want to do that a lot of people don't pay attention to, and that is, let's go right here. I want to look at a canned good. Let's look at a canned good right here. Let's choose, let's see, what do we have? Okay, we have soup. Well, now with Progresso soup, this is a good deal that I think, because you can monitor your calories per can, which is a good thing. Now, even with the light, how do we do with the salt? How do we do with the salt and the sodium? Okay, so with the light Progresso, we're looking at 70 calories. We're looking, whoa. We're looking at 670 milligrams of sodium, and that is in the light Progresso. That is in the light Progresso Italian soup. So even with that, you still have to make sure that you're reading the labels and finding out what the servings are in your food. Guys, we're just about to end this video. We're just about to end this video here. And now let's look at a reduced sodium right here. This is a hearty chicken noodle reduced sodium. So now, ready to serve. Let's see how we do here. Okay, so serving size is 1 cup. Is 1 cup. So calories is 90 per serving. That's 1 cup. In this container, you have 2. Right there. See it at the top? You have 2 servings at the top. Right there. I don't know if you see it clearly. 2 servings that is in this can. If you eat 1 serving, which is 1 cup, you're going to get 90 calories, right? If you eat the whole can, you're going to get 200 calories. All right. I love this can. I love this. I love the way they do this. So now, let's say you only want to eat 1 cup, 1/2 this can. So you're going to get 20 milligrams of cholesterol. You're going to get 410 milligrams of sodium. You're going to get 11 total carbohydrates. Okay? You're going to get 2 grams of sugar, protein 7 grams. All right, potassium. We always want to check potassium. Potassium is 440 milligrams. That's in 1 cup. That's not in the whole can. Let's see who can eat 1 cup. Who can eat 1 cup? So let's go to, you say, oh man, I can't eat no 1 cup. I'm going to eat the whole can, right? So I got 200 calories in this 1 can. Let's go down. I have 850 milligrams of salt, and I have 1,000 milligrams of potassium. So guys, this right here is the Encourager Queen C Pinkston Caregiver Support. And we are talking about taking care of you, the caregiver. We're going to see you right here next time. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know if you knew about reading the labels and if you do that in taking care of yourself. We'll see you next time right here. Hey guys, it's the Encourager Queen C Pinkston, your caregiver supporter. So guys, I'm back. So now, another way to save time, make sure that you take your shopping bag with you, because I forgot to take my own shopping bag as I got out of the car, right? So in this store, they'll put them in paper for you, and that's okay. The only thing about that is it depends on where you live. So if you got to go up a couple of steps, you want to make sure you have the Wegmans handle, handy bag, or whatever store you have. You want to have a bag with a handle. And so when I get to the car, I'm going to transition majority of this over into a bag that has the handle, and that way it makes it easier for me to get it out of the car and walk up I think I have no more than maybe like 4 steps or so to open the door and go inside. So all of these little pointers right here, that doesn't mean so much, you know what I mean? Just throw it in the bag and you go and do this and go and do that. Maybe, but again, as a caregiver, we think of things totally different. How much energy and time will it take for me to be able to do what I need to do? How much time do I have? How much strength do I have, right? Maybe you're in an apartment like I am. Maybe you're in a house where you have, you got to park and then go up some stairs, open some doors. Maybe it's just you. There's nobody to hold the door for you. There's a lot that we have to think about as caregivers that other people don't really think about, or a lot that we take for granted, or we took for granted before we became a caregiver, right? So guys, we're back at the car, and what we're going to do now is go ahead and find our bags with the handles down here, and I'm going to show you what they look like, and then I'm going to go ahead and repack these bags. Any kind of bag you have that have a handle that you can carry, doesn't matter whether it's a store brand or whatever it is, as long as it has a handle and you can put your groceries in there and easily carry them. Okay, so yes, let's get these groceries packed, and we will see you again very shortly, guys. So as I promised, I was going to take the groceries out of the cart, out of that bag, and bring them and put them into bags with handles on them. So as you can see, place my keys down here. Here we go. So now I can easily grab this out of the back of the car. I can easily grab these bags right here, like so. Yeah, there we go. And they're not too heavy. And so even though I had 2 paper bags, I had 2 paper bags is what I had. 2 paper bags, guys. And I have divided them up into 1, 2, 3, 4 bags, right? And so that way now, it is not too strenuous on me as a caregiver doing this per se, if I'm doing this as a soloist, and I can grab those and walk right up to my place of dwelling. Okay? Yeah. So yeah, make sure then that you do whatever you can do to make life easier for you. Guys, this is the Encourager Queen C. Pinkston giving some caregiver pointers on shopping tips and smart shopping. Let's call it smart shopping. Let's call it smart shopping, right? For the caregiver. We're going to see you right here next time. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. So guys, I made it home, and I want to share one more thing about these paper plates as you saw me purchase them. Well, I wanted to test them to see if they were as strong as it says. So I have a batch of bananas on one of the plates, and I'm holding it with one hand. This is one of the plates. These are, as you can see there, a bunch of bananas, right, on this plate. So it is rather strong there. Then I've made my salad for tonight, and I have it on a plate, and I'm holding it in one hand. So these plates are sturdy, guys. These are sturdy plates. Am I trying to sell paper plates? No. This is saying to caregivers, again, sometimes we need to find ways to make life easier for us. And sometimes maybe just having paper plates available, or something very simple that we can use and maybe throw away. Maybe not worry about putting in a dishwasher, or maybe not worry about washing in whatever way. Think about it. You know, actually this tip came to me from a friend. Leroy, shout out to you. A friend years ago was visiting me, and he said, you know what? My wife and I, we have started using paper products to save us a lot of time. It's just the 2 of us. So I'm saying, as a caregiver, that's a good point. And I just remembered in my mind, we had that conversation. I knew I had that thought from somewhere. I was never one. I've always used, trying to hold my camera good for you. Always used glass in the typical, family style servings. But as life changes, and maybe now you don't need all of that because your circumstances have changed, make it lighter on yourself. Save whatever time you can that you can be able to what? Refresh, relax, enjoy, take care of yourself. So guys, this is Queen C. Pinkston, caregiver supporter around the world. Supporting caregivers around the world. And I truly want to say thank you to each and every one of you for your comments, I'm meeting people. I just met some people tonight in the grocery store, and interesting conversation. They saw me doing the label reading that you can see earlier in the video, and various things, and people wonder, well, what are you doing? So I would explain it. But the one that really interests me was at the end when I met a gentleman. He was getting out of his truck to go into work, and he kind of looked as he saw me with the camera, curiosity in a sense of speaking. And so I said hello to him, and I said, you're probably wondering what I'm doing. And he said, not really, it's not my business. I said, I know. And then he was very friendly, and then we started a conversation, and I did share with him what I was doing, and was able to give one of my caregiver cards to him. Why? Because he knew, even though he was not doing caregiving, his best friend is doing caregiving and has been doing caregiving for many years. And his friend is caring for his wife who has multiple sclerosis, and she's having a difficult time. And so he thought that card would be an inspiration to his friend. And I want to say thank you for taking that card to your friend. You know who you are. Thank you so very much. Shout out to employees at Wegmans and all that you do. This is Queen C. Pinkston, caregiver supporter around the world. Please make sure you like, make sure you share, and we will see you right here next time.